There comes a moment in life when you pause and quietly ask yourself, why do I feel like I'm never enough? Not good enough at work, not appreciated enough in relationships, not seen, not valued, not chosen. And slowly, without even realizing it, you begin to measure your worth through other people's reactions, through delayed replies, through praise that rarely comes, through validation you keep chasing but never quite receive. But what if your worth was never meant to be measured like that? What if it was never something you had to earn, prove, or fight for? Self worth isn't built outside, it's remembered inside. You weren't born doubting yourself, you learned it. Somewhere along the way, maybe you were compared, overlooked, criticized, or made to feel like you had to do more to be loved. And so you adapted. You became the one who tries harder, gives more, thinks more, carries more. But here's the truth most people don't say out loud. The more you chase worth, the more it slips away. Because worth doesn't come from doing more, it comes from believing you already are. So, how do you learn self worth again? Not by becoming someone new, but by returning to who you were before the doubt. Start here. Notice where you overextend yourself, where you say yes but feel no inside, where you shrink just to keep the peace. That's where your worth is asking to be reclaimed. Self worth looks like saying this doesn't work for me without guilt, walking away from spaces that only see your usefulness, not your value, trusting that you don't need to prove your intelligence, your kindness, or your capability to people who have already decided not to see it. And most importantly, self worth is choosing yourself even when it feels uncomfortable. Because it will. If you're used to overgiving, choosing yourself will feel selfish at first. If you're used to being quiet, speaking up will feel scary. If you're used to being overlooked, taking up space will feel unfamiliar. But unfamiliar doesn't mean wrong, it means you're growing. You don't need a perfect moment to start valuing yourself. You don't need external approval to believe you're enough. You don't need everything in your life to be fixed to finally feel worthy. You just need one decision, a quiet, powerful decision that says, I will no longer abandon myself to be accepted by others. And from that moment, everything begins to shift. You stop chasing, you start attracting. You stop over explaining, you start standing firm. You stop questioning your value and start living from it. You were never meant to beg for your worth, you were meant to remember it. And maybe this is the moment where you begin.